Today we're taking a look at 4 AI tokens that I think will absolutely explode in the coming months. AI still seems to be the absolute biggest narrative in the space right now. We have BitTensor or Tau reaching new all-time highs today when I'm recording this video, just pumped up to like $740, which is absolutely mind-blowing. Render reached a new all-time high today, up like 30% on a day, something crazy like that. It's about to break $10, absolutely nuts. But there's still so many smaller caps altcoins in the AI sector that has yet to see big pumps like that I do think will absolutely explode. So there's so many opportunities in the space, you just need to know where to look. So that's why I'm here to share 4 super high potential altcoins in the AI sector with you guys. So with that said, if you enjoy this content, obviously subscribe to the channel to not miss out on similar videos. But anyway, the first project I wanted to showcase today is Stratos. STOS is the ticker, currently sitting at just over $100 million market cap. I have recently been DCAing into this token because I see huge potential in it. I think it can absolutely explode. This is the previous bull run. You can see that it reached an all-time high of just over $5, and right now it's sitting at $1.75. So it's still like a solid 3x away from its previous all-time highs, and I do think it will reach all-time highs pretty quickly. I do think once it actually starts to run, it will happen pretty quickly. You can see that it has already done like a 2x in the last month, but obviously on the long-term time frame, you can see that it had this incredibly long accumulation zone right here, and it's just starting to move. So you're not late on this project, in my personal opinion. Obviously, none of this is financial advice, but I'm still DCAing into this project because I think it honestly can reach $10 plus. It's basically a competitor to Filecoin and Arweave, as well as a few other projects, because it's doing even more stuff. But Filecoin is obviously at like almost $5 billion market cap, so it's a solid 50x away from Filecoin. It's still like a 25x away from Arweave. So this one has super high potential. On this graphic, you can see all the different things that Stratos does that its competitors do not do. So first of all, Stratos has its own layer 1 blockchain. Filecoin, Arweave, Theta, none of these projects have their own blockchain. Obviously, Stratos offers storage solutions, which some of these other projects do as well, but they also offer decentralized database computation network, decentralized content delivery network, as well as commercial data processing. So it has so much more utility than some of these other major projects, but it's still so far away price-wise, which is why I think it can absolutely explode. Total supply is 100 million, circulating supply is 61, almost 62 million. So it's not like it's got some crazy fully diluted value either. It's still pretty damn undervalued even with the fully circulating supply. RV Crypto, which is a very good Twitter profile to follow in my opinion. He shares a lot of good stuff. He's also super bullish on Stratos, saying that it's one of the most undervalued deepened projects in the space right now. Obviously, it's offering decentralized computation, database, and data storage. You can see that it has almost 600 nodes on the network right now. And if this sounds interesting and you want to do more research, what I recommend you do is just search up the ticker STOS on Twitter, and you can kind of see a lot of different threads that have been written about it. Just the sentiment around this token seems to be super bullish right now. More and more people are getting into it. For example, Bongo, which is another pretty big crypto influencer on Twitter, also recently took an investment in STOS this week. So you're not late, you're still pretty early to this project. I think it has a solid 5 to 10x in it still in these coming months, which is why I'm currently buying pretty heavily into this project. Now, next up, I quickly want to mention Qubic again. If you watched one of my previous altcoin videos, you know that I featured Qubic. That was like a month ago now. And when I talked about Qubic, it was at around 40 cents. And since then, it has done a 2.5x in the last month. I was personally DCAing down here, made a video on it right here, and you would have been up really, really well if you took my advice on Qubic back then. It reached an all-time high of 12 and however many decimals beforehand, but it is now down like almost 20%. So now could be a decent time to DCA into this project again. It has seen a massive pump, but I still think this one has a lot of room to grow, because insanely enough, this project just reached a $1 billion valuation, which is crazy. That almost brings it into the top 100 of cryptos, and that's without being listed on any tier 2 or tier 1 exchanges. You need to buy it on some sketchy exchanges like SafeTrade. It's not listed on KuCoin Bitcoin, not MEXC, none of those more regular exchanges, which basically tells me that there's still so much upside to this project. I think honestly Qubic can reach top 20 cryptos and go to like a $10 billion valuation. Would not surprise me. The founder of Qubic is the previous co-founder of IOTA, which was one of the best performing tokens back in the 2017 bull run. It is basically a layer 1 useful proof of work network. Useful proof of work meaning that the computing power used to mine on the network is not just wasted like Bitcoin. It's actually used for training AI models similar to BitTensor. And obviously it fits the AI narrative. It's getting a lot of bullish momentum on Twitter. It's probably about to get listed on a lot of big exchanges in the coming months, which is why I'm still super bullish on Qubic. If you want a more detailed breakdown, I recommend you to check out my previous altcoin video where I talked in more detail about Qubic and why I'm investing into it. But I wanted to shed some light on this one again because I still think it has a lot of room to grow. Now next up is a project that hasn't even launched yet, meaning you're pretty early to it. Gaimin.io. Gaimin is a layer 2 on the Binance Smart Chain. It's the world's biggest source of decentralized computation powering AI tech fueled by 350,000 gamers and counting. It has a top 5 esports organization in Gaimin Gladiators. They're world champions in Dota 2 and they have a big fan base in the esports world. But they're now launching their own token called GMRX. They're launching on Seedify in a few days. Yeah, right here, registration starts on March 14th and it ends on March 20th. So they will be launching March 20th, I believe. And this one has massive potential. They're basically competing with Render, with decentralized computation and AI. They're incubated by CoinMarketCap, which is a massive deal. They're hitting some of the biggest narratives, which is gaming, AI, and DePIN. I think this one will absolutely explode, especially if you can get in during the launch. So for example, if you hold some Seedify tokens, you might get access to the actual launch. If not, you can still try to get access to the launch happening in like a week or two. This is definitely one to keep an eye on. I'm not going to go too much into detail on it because it's not live yet. It doesn't have much history or anything. But what I recommend you to do, take a look at their profile, search up GMRX in the Twitter search function right here, and you will get a lot of good threads and stuff on it. But another tip and thing that I'm personally doing is holding quite a few Gaimin Gladiators because they do have their own Solana NFT. And by holding one of these NFTs, you'll get $120 worth of their token at launch price. Meaning if their token, for example, does a 10x from launch, these tokens locked in each one of these NFTs will be worth like $1,200. So that's kind of what I'm betting on. I think this token will absolutely explode, which is why I think these NFTs will absolutely explode, because if their token does a 10x, which I think is pretty reasonable and likely to happen, these NFTs should be trading for 10 plus Solana in only a couple of weeks. So this is not financial advice, but that's what I'm doing. I'm DCing into Gaimin Gladiators as well to get access to the tokens locked within these NFTs. Hopefully they do well and hopefully I can make some good profit on them. Basically, you unlock 20% of the tokens in each NFT when the token launches. The remaining 80% will be vested and airdropped daily over a 10-month period, I believe. So you could just hold it and stake it and get these tokens passively, or you can just buy it, get the 20% and then sell the 80% locked in the NFT if you want to. But anyway, GMRX is a super high potential project that I think will perform really well and definitely one to keep an eye on. Now lastly, let's talk about Clore AI. This is a direct competitor to Render as well. We allow people to rent GPU servers from community members all around the world. So these guys are also doing decentralized computing. You can see that they're still at a pretty reasonable market cap, less than $100 million. It has been pumping in the last couple of days, but if we look at the last few months, you can see that it hasn't actually done anything crazy. I still think this one has a lot of upside potential. If we look at Render, which is at a $3.6 billion valuation, you can tell that Clore AI obviously is like a 40x away from Render, and I just think it has a lot of room to grow in the next few months. Their numbers are also pretty solid. You can see that just yesterday they tweeted about how they surpassed 100,000 rental orders, which is quite a lot. So they're doing super well. Their product is working really well. If we check out their website really quick, you can go to the marketplace right here, but we want to look at statistics, because if we look at the last year, you can see that the online machines rented, on-demand rented, and spot rented have absolutely exploded. Their numbers are going pretty crazy. A year ago, they only had like 500 machines online, and right now they have over 4,000. And you can see that total GPUs went from 2,000 to now 18,000. So some really impressive numbers coming out of the Clore AI team. They're hitting the right narratives right now with decentralized computing power. A direct competitor to Render, but super undervalued compared to Render in my opinion, which is why I would not be surprised if Clore AI eventually went to like $1 billion valuation, which is over a 10x from here. And this is another hidden gem in my personal opinion. A lot of people that I highly respect in the space are also super bullish on this project, which is just another really positive sign. So let me know which one of these 4 projects you like the most. I think all of these projects, Stratos, Clore AI, Qubic, as well as GMRX, will all perform super well in this bull run over the next few months. I personally hold all these tokens. I'm still DCAing into most of these tokens as well. Super bullish on them. If you enjoyed the video, smash a like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you thought of these projects down below in the comment section. If I missed any, also let me know down below so I can research them and maybe cover them in a future video. Let me know what sort of videos you want to see next down below in the comment section as well. Now I am currently in Dubai and I have partnered with Blockchain Live, which is a huge crypto conference coming up on April 15th and 16th here in Dubai. If you use my link down below, you can get a small discount and get the tickets, and maybe we can even link up right there if any of you guys are going. I have also partnered with Token 2049, which is happening shortly after on the 18th and 19th, arguably the biggest yearly crypto conference in the world, and it's happening here in Dubai. I'm super excited for it. I'll definitely be going. Again, I will leave my link down below in the description if you want to check that out. Also, meme coins on Solana are going absolutely nuts right now. I'm personally using Bonkbot to trade these meme coins. So if you want to check out Bonkbot and register, I would highly appreciate it if you checked out my link down below. Also, obviously join my Discord, join my Telegram, follow me over on Twitter. All the links are down below. So are the links to all these projects I talked about in today's video. With that said, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day and I'll see you guys later. Peace.